Can somebody tell me, do you really think that Andre would actually be signed by Liverpool? Because court of side are telling me that Crystal Palace defender Joe Kimmich Andre is a potential signing for Liverpool this summer. The guy is 28 years old. And if I remember so well what we were told, that Liverpool, what they want to get are players who are 24 years or lower than that. So why are we being linked to the 28-year-old? One could wonder. So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back talking transfer Liverpool. Here we are going to be covering everything that is happening when it comes to Liverpool, all the movements, all the deals that are being done, the ones that you might have missed, the other ones that are really full of shockers. So we're just going to cover it all in this video and talk about some of the cryptic messages that we're getting from our manager, in which maybe he's trying to give a hint to the fans that maybe there will not be signings at the end of this season. And I wonder how my Liverpool faithful will take that one out. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to be talking, like I said, the Andre news. We will talk about the new goalkeeper links, which is, we are being told, could happen. As well, we'll be talking about the left back. We were told that Liverpool are interested in. Talk about Carvalho, wanted by so many teams. Talk about other outgoings which we are being told, and yet to still see if anything happens. But all of this will be covered here so click the like button, subscribe to the Connect LFC, and let's get into this one because it's going to be exciting. So according to a reporter in Argentina, he said that a player called João Sole is expected to come to Anfield. So according to what he was saying, he said a former offer from Liverpool for João Sole is expected to come. This according to Mario Mates. I don't know the relevance of this, but according to some people, this is one of the people who were the first one to break the news that McAllister was coming to Liverpool. So anything to do with Argentina, it seems like he is the man. It seems like he is the man who always speaks the news of what's happening. So now it's really interesting to see what's happening here, and I can't wait to see what's gonna be happening. So this is an interesting one. I looked at this kid and I watched the way he played, and I was looking at what exactly would Liverpool be interested in. One thing I noticed from the player, he's really confident in himself. He's not afraid to take on the player. One-on-one duels, it looks like they are his favorites, either in ways in defensive or in attacking. He's really good, to be honest. But my question is that, can Liverpool go for that kind of a player? Because you have to look at it. Robertson is not getting any younger. Tsimikas, as much as he has been looking so well in the preseason, I cannot put my entire trust over that left side to him, because that'll be really criminal in itself. So I'm curious to see how this one plays out but that's what we're being told by a report from Argentina. And yesterday we were told the news that Liverpool were really thinking about keeping Carvalho for this season to prove himself, because he has shown that he is one of those players who has the potential to give some amazing players to this. And he has really been good, to be honest. I don't want to lie to you. He has really been so good for Liverpool. But that doesn't take away from teams that are interested in him. So I'm going to read the news that I'm just going to it right now. That's why you see me looking that side. I'm moving to the story because it's interesting. So yesterday we were told that is it yesterday or the day before? Yes, I think it was yesterday. We were told that Southampton made a bid to Liverpool to try to sign Carvalho, and it was turned down. It was £15 million bid. And we were told, even the manager of Southampton came out speaking that he wants Carvalho. He believed that this could be the player that he builds from that. I did make a video to explain why he's wanted and what's happening, and should Liverpool let him go or not. I was analyzing that. You can go check it out. It's here on the Connect. You hear a lot of things that I did cover. But also the other thing that came out, according to Luz, which I think is really important, today, Leicester City plus Fulham also joined in this as they're trying to get Carvalho. So there is a lot of things that is going to be happening, because like what I was told, the breaking news, Leicester have entered the race for Fabio Carvalho, and talks are starting to to form in terms of what they want to do, as well as Fulham as well are thinking of getting the player because they want their former player back. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. Fabrizio Ramon even confirmed this as well. So it's not something that is coming from any relevant person, but one of the players, reporters who really cover mostly Liverpool, came out and said that Fabio Carvalho fighting for a place in Arne Slot's plans, and interest from the links of Southampton, Leicester City and Fulham, plus loads of other clubs that are there in other continents. So what's happening is this: they are going to have a sit down, Fabio Carvalho and Arne Slot, as well as Richard Hills, to see what exactly is their best way up, because I do believe he has a part to play in this Arne Slot plan. He has something he can do in what Arne Slot is expecting from him, and he has already proven himself in this time that he can really give us an amazing season, because he's really that good. I don't want to lie to you. Say whatever you want to say. Fabio Carvalho is a good player. And so many of the times when I was watching him through the preseason, he reminded me so much of a Felipe Coutinho. I felt like I was watching Coutinho. And you know how much we have this relationship with Coutinho where I'm not really ready to let him go. But the thing is that the fact that Liverpool are actually going to try by means to sit down with the player and give him what they are expecting from him and hear what he wants and what he's expecting, and to see if they can meet halfway to try to allow him to fight for his place, or maybe they want to move it on, because I feel like if they do, that is a terrible idea, because you won't want to do that for a player who's really been this good. You won't want to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool plays with those ones and see what Arne Slot really decides to do. But one thing that I'm telling you, I'll keep an eye on this story, people, and keep you updated over what's happening. So before I go any far, I just want to let you know, to those people who thought that we were going to be signing William, no, it's going to PSG now. It has been confirmed. To those people with other players that were saying that could be coming to Liverpool, it's no longer happening. It has moved on. So it's really good, because we are cancelling so many players. Somerville went to West Ham. It's no longer happening. So many players are being egged who were promised in this as rumors that Liverpool were interested. So I like that. I really love that, because it gives us an idea of exactly what Liverpool wants to achieve in this transfer window. It becomes way much easier to see what our direction is as a team. At the moment, I still don't know what our direction is, but I'm just going to be hoping that at least someone here knows where we are trying to do and what we are really trying to do. I'm sure Arne Slot knows. So the other news, which was really funny, which I talked about, was this. We're being told that Liverpool are monitoring Crystal Palace defender Joachim Andersen as a potential signing this summer. The player is 28 years old, and I cannot lie, he is a good defender. I've always wanted him to come to Liverpool so much, especially when I started seeing him play. It was always giving me the vibe that he could be one of the perfect partners to play around next to Virgil van Dijk, but that never materialized, and now he's old. I wonder, can Liverpool still do that deal? I don't really see it. So these are one of those deals that you can just listen to and not really put so much attention into that, because you'll crucify yourself, people. I'm warning you. You need to care about your health. And the other thing that came from Marca, which was really interesting, I really love what was being told, what was said by Marca here. I'm not saying that whatever they're saying is true, but they're trying by all means to give us an idea on whatever Liverpool are doing. Like I said, nobody really knows what Liverpool wants to do, but they're trying to pretend like they do know. Even Fabrizio Romano says it. Liverpool are working inside. They don't know what they're doing. So it's interesting. So listen to what Marca just said. They said Liverpool are pushing to secure new players, and above all, they aim in reinforcement in key position, central defense. The likes of Gay and Poncho, by the way, those are two players that have been linked. The other one is going to Newcastle, and the other one has already gone to PSG, on their radar. So let's just forget about that radar thing that we're being told as well. For the wide offensive position, Gordon and Kubo are linked, and lastly, for a defensive midfielder, and Liverpool are in the running to secure the signing of Edison from Atalanta. So everything that was said in this post, talking about defensive and the players which were mentioned, I don't see them coming to Liverpool. Yes, I'm sure that at some certain stage Liverpool were interested in those, but now things are really clear that if they were really interested, they would have gone for them, but they didn't. And those players are going elsewhere. The other one was this Gordon, what we've been told by so many Liverpool journalists who are always covering Liverpool, that he's somebody that Liverpool up to now still wants, and they're not going to push it away. They are still interested in getting the player, but we have to see what happens. Of course, this will all depend on what happens on the transfer list and all transfer news. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But one thing I can tell you, we'll keep an eye on this. A bigger one, really. But the last statement, Liverpool are running to secure the signing of Edison from Atalanta. So many people try to break this one down when it came out firstly, but now I wonder, is it coming back? Or maybe these are just stories that are just being made to make everyone enjoy so much that is happening. So keep an eye on it, people. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but that's what we're being told. Can it happen? I'm not really sure. So the other breaking news that came out today in the afternoon, which really took over internet very fast, I mean Liverpool fan base internet, was that Liverpool advancing in talks to sign Madel. Is it Madevel? I don't. Is it Mama Devel? Something like that. Oh my God, that's really hard to pronounce. They want to sign him to future-proof Alisson's departure, who's expected to stay for at least one more season. This is, by the way, to those people who don't know who this person is, he is a Villarreal goalkeeper. So this was said, who's the source? The same one. They said that Liverpool are advancing in talks with Villarreal, with Valencia goalkeeper Giorgio Madvel before loaning him to Bournemouth. The club wants to sign Giorgio to future-proof Alisson's departure, who is expected to stay for only one more season. I don't know if that is going to be the truth, but that's what we're being told. So I watched a lot of things because it's really interesting how social media is like this. Whenever somebody is linked with your team, you're already seeing a compilation of that. I don't know. It's like these people are ready for anything. It's exciting. And I did watch him what he was doing in the Euro. He's really a good goalkeeper, by the way. And I'll be really excited to see what he does in Liverpool, because he shows so much of what Alisson does on the gate. He's willing to put his body on the line to save a team. I'm not saying he's really trying to die, but I'm saying he's really willing to do so much to keep the team going and try to save the team from whatever that happens. So this is a story that I'll keep an eye on, really, to be honest. But I'm really excited to see if we get him. I'm sure he will work and help us to become a better team. But Bournemouth are interested in the player, and Liverpool, rather than to let him go, they want to sign him as well and loan him to Bournemouth. The purpose of loaning him, because their number one up to now is still Alisson, and that just gives an idea to Kevin Callagher that it's really difficult for him to become Liverpool's number one goalkeeper. And I don't know, nothing has happened yet. That's why we're being told. We'll just keep an eye on that and see how things will progress as things goes. Ben Dog will be allowed to leave Liverpool for a loan move this summer. Brighton, Southampton, Leicester City are interested. Why is that we have Leicester City and Southampton in all the signings that Liverpool have, or in all our players who are young kids? What's happening here? Liverpool could also consider a permanent sale should the right bid come in for the attacker. That's according to Charles Gordon, who's giving us an idea of whatever that's going to be happening with Liverpool and this player. But I don't know, people. You have to keep an eye on this. How will it develop? What exactly will happen? Because a lot of things are happening in this transfer window. Especially if you fall asleep, you will miss so much. So you have to keep an eye on this and see what happens. But yeah, that's what we're here for, people. And before I move on to anything, according to a guy who calls himself Fremena Beman, who, by the way, claims to be a reporter. I'm not saying that he's not a reporter. I'm saying he is, but I have not really seen enough of him to say, okay, he gives relevant information. He said that Liverpool are now seriously considering to pay more than 80 million euro to bring Anthony Gordon to Anfield. The player wants the move more than anyone else. It is his dream to play for Liverpool. Gordon himself is pushing since weeks, but Liverpool Liverpool decided to take its time to make a decision over that one. So that is something that you have to keep an eye on and see exactly what happens. But that's what we are being told, that Liverpool could actually be about to do something interesting here. And I can't wait to see what happens here. I don't know, people. That's the only thing I can tell you. Keep an eye on all the changes and everything that is happening. But right now, these are the two people we are being told Liverpool are interested in. Let's see if something will happen. Let's see if there will be any movement. But that's what we're here for. Rumors, news, and everything that happens. And I just have to enjoy it when I still can, because that's what we love to do. I'm checking right now if there's anything that I left when it comes to Liverpool, but it looks like no. Somebody also has confirmed, which is Douglas, who said that Liverpool remain interested in Gordon, of course, and the winger is interested. But if Gordon delays to signing his contract extension, Newcastle have a decision to make. That's according to Douglas, who's saying that Newcastle will have to make a decision if there's nothing that is done over the movements of these people. The last thing that is left before I leave here, because I think I've been here for some time, is the cryptic messages that I've been telling you that came from your Liverpool manager, Arne Slot, when he was asked about the transfers and everything that is happening with Liverpool. So listen to this. Arne Slot on the new signings. I noticed that you focus on a lot on new signings. I'm focused on the tour, how we played, how we need to improve, and what we did well. Like I said, the bar is really high for new signings because we have so many good players. It's not easy to first find a player to meet those standards and then ask if he's available. Then we have to find an agreement with them. So it's not always easy to find a player who can help us. With Richard is working hard on it, and let's see what comes from this. If Richard is not here, Richard meaning is not here, we are on the phone many times. But like I said, my main focus is on working with the team. My main focus is working on the team and prepare them for the best possible ways for the Premier League first game. Apart from that, he is working on things, and he'll keep me updated in every time. For players that strengthen the squad, and that's what we are. Richard mostly, but for me as well, I'm looking also to do so. But if in particular to one position, we can consistently evaluate on the squad where we can do some signings and have something that is done. This was according to Daily Mail, giving us wonder what Arne Slot had to say over some signings that are being done, if there's going to be signings to Liverpool. But listening to this and reading this, it gives me an idea that this did not happen when he just get back from England. It happened when he was still in the US tour, and I think he was still playing the games. And I think that's when this thing came out. So the fact that Daily Mail brought this thing today, they're just trying to play with Liverpool fans things and see the craziness that will happen on the internet. Because Liverpool fans, we will always say something. We will always respond to anything that happens. So I don't know, people. We have to keep an eye on it, and I can't wait to see what happens. But thank you very much for watching. This has been an interesting one. We'll keep you updated with whatever that I think will happen. But at this moment, let's wait on it. Let's wait and see what happens. So many transfers were being picked on, we're being told, and so much is happening. Before I go, I didn't want to say this, but Joe Matip is wanted by Everton. I'll wait on your response on that one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out. I hope you had a wonderful time. Let's see what happens as transfers continues. But at this moment, this is what we have for you people. I'm out. Click the like button and subscribe to the Connect. Peace.